Failed again. The paper slid across the marble table, stamped in red. Her father's voice thundered in the background. Another tutor dismissed. Another failure exposed. But this time, something was different. Behind her, the maid, quiet, patient, and unnoticed, watched. She carried no degrees, no title, no prestige. Yet she held a secret past through generations that could shatter every expectation. This is the untold story of how a billionaire's daughter discovered brilliance where the world least expected it. Welcome, story lovers. For where are you watching? Hit the like button and drop your city name in the comments so we can see how far our story travels. Before continue the story, please subscribe to the channel. In a mansion filled with marble floors and glass chandeliers, failure echoed louder than wealth. Isabella, the only daughter of a billionaire CEO, lived under the crushing weight of expectation. Tutors arrived in sleek cars carrying promises of elite knowledge. Yet, no matter how many study guides or private sessions, every exam ended the same way, a failing grade stamped in red. Her father's empire demanded brilliance. Instead, she carried shame. The staff whispered behind polished doors, wondering how a girl with everything could be so lost. But the truth was more straightforward. No one understood her struggle. Though the world saw her as privileged, inside she was drowning. That was before the new maid arrived. Quiet, observant, and different from the others. She wasn't there to impress anyone. Yet hidden in her past was a secret teaching method passed down for generations. One that would soon change everything. The new maid, Naomi, entered unnoticed. Unlike the others, she wasn't polished or rehearsed. She worked in silence, her hands steady, her eyes thoughtful. But Isabella noticed something. Naomi didn't judge her. One evening, after another humiliating test score, Isabella collapsed in tears at the kitchen counter. Naomi found her there, surrounded by crumpled papers and discarded pens. For the first time, someone didn't scold, didn't sigh, didn't offer another expensive solution. Naomi simply listened. Slowly, she shared her story. Growing up, Naomi hadn't had tutors or libraries. She had a grandmother who couldn't read, but taught her numbers through songs, patterns, and rhythms. Learning wasn't memorization. It was memory woven into feeling. Curious, Isabella asked her to show her. That night, Naomi used rhythm and stories to explain fractions, which no tutor had ever clarified. For the first time, numbers made sense. But whispers spread. Other staff questioned why a maid spent time with a billionaire's daughter. Her father frowned at the idea of a housemaid teaching what Harvard tutors couldn't. The tension built, fueled by unspoken prejudice. How could a black maid, someone society placed beneath their world, possibly unlock what money couldn't? Isabella's secret lessons continued in the shadows. Each test improved, each score climbed. But with every success, the pressure from her father mounted. He wanted to know who was responsible. And when he found out, the confrontation would shake the house to its core. The storm came on report card day. Isabella, trembling, handed her father a paper marked with bold, triumphant A+. He stared in disbelief, demanding to know how. When she whispered Naomi's name, silence fell heavy. His face hardened, pride clashing with prejudice. A maid, a black maid. His voice cut like glass, accusing Isabella of shame, of lying, of making a mockery of their family. But then Naomi stepped forward, not with fear but calm strength. She explained her method. Learning wasn't about wealth or status, but connection, rhythm, and memory. Isabella stood beside her, declaring she had finally learned because of Naomi. The room shook with the weight of truth. Brilliance could not be bought, but could be taught by those the world overlooked. Dear audience, if you're enjoying the story, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps. In time, the anger faded. The results spoke louder than prejudice. Isabella thrived in school, her confidence blooming. Her father, though slow to admit it, recognized the undeniable truth. Naomi had given his daughter what no one else could. Respect replaced suspicion. The mansion no longer whispered about failure. It whispered about change. But the lesson reached beyond one family. It was a reminder that brilliance is not reserved for the wealthy or powerful. Sometimes wisdom lives in places society ignores. Naomi's gift proved that education is not about status, but about understanding. How many children fail every day, not because they lack ability, but because no one takes the time to see them?